Hi, I'm Tommy, and welcome to the Pokey Accountant YouTube channel. This is my first video of the channel where I will be discussing Pokemon and all of the kind of finance and business that's related behind it. A little bit about myself. I am a CPA, certified public accountant in the state of California. I am currently working at a Big Four accounting company, and I do taxes for huge asset and wealth management companies. So think about your private equities, think about your venture capitalists, and these guys, they got like billion-dollar funds, and I manage their accounts, let them know when they have taxes due, and I help answer informations that investors may have. I also went to the University of Southern California where I graduated from their business and accounting program, so I'm well versed in finance, as you can see. And I recently looked into this hobby as, a Gen Z person who has income for the first time in their lives and is investing in Pokemon, much like you are now. I saw the hype, I saw the boom. My coworkers at work told me to get into it. And long story short, here I am. I've been investing in the Pokemon space for 3 months now. Although not very long, I've been investing for 10 years though. I started off in stocks, I ended up in crypto, and some of my plays were I was able to buy the tech companies very early on. I was able to use Bitcoin and leverage it to pay off my very first car. And I am also a property owner. So I did all these things before I ever got into Pokemon. I am, by definition, a very book investor, like as book as it gets. Graduated from business school, working in finance and accounting, and involved in the 401k and S&P 500, real estate, and now looking to Pokemon as even Gary Vee said recently, like the collectible space is becoming big. And even some investors are saying that it's not a bad idea to have like 5% of your portfolio in collectibles, and that's what I'm doing. The collectibles around me, the collectibles in my closet, it's about 3 to 5% of my portfolio, but I do see collectibles becoming the norm as we age. And this YouTube channel is gonna be like many of the ones that you've seen before, but also slightly different. I don't think I'm going to be going into the specific plays as much. Like, oh, prismatic evolutions, you can find it on Facebook. The ETBs are about $100 now because of the Sam's Club reprint, and people are moving their stuff into One Piece. I'm not going to talk about that. I want to make this YouTube channel a place where Pokemon investors can find and obtain financial literacy. I believe financial literacy is very important, not just in Pokemon, but in life. And I want to be able to provide you um, that financial literacy to the Pokemon investing and the hobby in itself. Because I do believe it's a very powerful tool. I myself, my goal is for Pokemon to help me make a large down payment on, or to pay off my mortgage in 5 to 10 years' time. And really, I think what's not talked about in Pokemon is the timeline of things. People are buying and holding for under a year and selling it. This is not this is not what people do in investments. In asset wealth management, the funds that I've managed, typically they have a 7 to 10 year life cycle. So it's a 7 to 10 year life cycle. If you're making a play and you're buying something and then you're flipping it in that same year, that's not investing. Speculation, gambling, whatever you want to call it. Investing is a tried and true method that takes a period of time. It takes a period of time to accomplish. And typically, the first year of what these investors do is they accumulate money. This could be from your job, this could be from your business, This could be extra money that you got from Christmas or family members. It's money that is available for use. And I want to make things clear. Pokemon, if you're investing in Pokemon or collecting it, make sure you take care of everything else first. Take care of your bills, your family, your mortgages, your education. Take care of all that first. Do not go into debt for Pokemon. And if so, you have extra money lying around, and let's say you have an extra $100 every single month. So you have your paycheck, it comes in, you pay whatever you need to pay, you save whatever you need to save, you invest in whatever you need to invest. And let's say a leftover portion of it is $100 a month. That $100 a month is what you will be putting into Pokemon. It could be like this prismatic evolution ETB right there. It's only $100 a month, or it's only $100 a box right now. So for $100 of a month, you can grab one of those, or you can save it for maybe 4 months, and maybe you can get a Destined Rivals booster box or a um, Mega Evolution booster box. Right? I'm not gonna go into the picks. You can watch. There are tons of other YouTube channels for that. What I'm trying to teach is sound investing. So, most people are in this hobby for under a year. Investing takes a decade, okay? 1 decade. And it's hard to comprehend because that's like 20% of your healthy life, right? But that's what it is. We have investment periods. And so, what these private equity and venture capital companies do is they open a fund. So, let's just call it um, Mega Evolutions Fund 1. This fund will be used for Mega Evolutions investments, and it will last 5 to 10 years, okay? 7 to 10 years, sorry. For the first 3 to 5 years of that investment, of that fund, all you're doing is accumulating. The $100 you're getting every month, the $1,000 you're getting every month, the $500 you're getting every month, whatever it is, the extra money that you're investing, that is what you will put in Mega Evolutions Fund, okay? And so what that means is that for 3 to 5 years, all you're doing is buying. All you're doing is buying, okay? And that's it. You just buy for 3 to 5 years. And as you know, a set, they usually release for about 3 to 5 years. Print cycles 2 to 2.5 years, right? For per block. And it doesn't just come all at once. A full set will come, like Scarlet and Violet, they had like 10 sets, and they came out over the span of 2 years, right? So 2 years. Even the last set, Destined Rivals, it came out 6 months ago. It's got another 2 years to print. So a print cycle it's in that sweet spot, 3 to 5 years. And in these 3 to 5 years is when you accumulate typically. And I'm not going to get very technical. Oh, I could have bought it low 200 or 250, 300. In the scheme of things, after this accumulation phase, which is 3 to 5 years, I don't care what you bought it at, 200 to $400, it will go up. But that's for the next phase. You don't sell it until you reach phase 2. So phase 1 is accumulation, 3 to 5 years, nothing but accumulation. Now phase 2 is where you take in profits. Now, for years 6 to 10 is when you've seen some appreciation on these boxes. And maybe you want to start selling it because we've reached a bull market, right? And you see boxes at $500, $1,000, $2,000, right? And we've seen that even with like Sword and Shield. You got your Brilliant Stars 500. You got your Lost Origins and your Fusion Strikes that hit 1,000 or nearly hit 1,000. You got your Evolving Skies that's between 2 and 3,000, right? Now that we've reached like years 5 to 10, it's time to take profits. And when you take the profits, it's completely up to you. Some people have the strategy of, okay, I will take profit up to my cost basis. So let's say I bought the entire set of Mega Evolutions, two booster boxes each, okay? And I spent an average of $500 for the two booster boxes. And let's say there are gonna be 8 sets of Mega Evolutions. I don't know how much there is, I'm just taking an estimate. 8 times 500, $4,000. I spent $4,000 on Mega Evolution booster boxes and I bought two of each. And I plan to keep one set for myself. And now that I've seen in years 6 to 10, the prices of these booster boxes have doubled, some tripled, some quadrupled, some 5 times, 6x, whatever it is. I'm going to sell what I think is overpriced to the market. I'm going to release it and I'm going to take my profits on it, right? And maybe I'll recover that $4,000 cost basis. Or maybe I'll recover it and then even like more extra money. Now, you're basically in this game for free, right? Whatever it is you have of Mega Evolutions is now free. And you have these profits that you're sitting on. And you can reinvest these profits into the next set that's coming up, that's after Mega Evolutions, right? I don't know what it's going to be called, but let's just say, this is, if you had done that with Sun and Moon, bought one of each, two of each, sorry, and then sold it, taken profits, and then moved that profit into Sword and Shield, and then you done the same thing, right? Buy two of each, move the profits to now Mega Evolution. It would have eventually, essentially paid for itself, and it would have paid itself forward. And this is just very, very simple investing. You don't have to do it so straight, cookie cutter. I really like Destined Rivals, and I bought a few cases of that, and maybe it'll do well, maybe it won't, right? But the whole point is, whenever you accumulate, expect to hold that product for 3 to 5 years. Okay, so every product that you buy has a life cycle. It has its accumulation phase and it has its disposition phase. And some of you may never sell it at all. Some of you may not hold this stuff for 6 to 10 years. Some of you guys will hold these things for 20, 30 years. And that's perfectly fine, right? People who did that when they were like teenagers or working with base set Pokemon and they're like near the retirement age and they're selling off their base set to you now, they're laughing to the bank with it, right? And it's not like we hate the evil investors and like, oh, they're evil for doing this, but that's what the game is. That's what the collectibles game is. And it's either you be a part of it and you be a player, or you just be hateful and smiteful in the comments and make fun of people who do it, right? But either way, I think Pokemon is a very sound investment, and that's why I want to provide some financial advice. It's just to accumulate, hold at least 3 to 5 years, and if you want to sell it, it's really discretion. Do I want to sell a little? Do I want to sell all of it? Do I want to sell part of it? It's really a matter of circumstances, your risk tolerance, your stage in life, and what it is that you're looking to do with all this money, right? At the end of the day, there's got to be goals, something to put your money into. And so that's why I want to make these videos, is to help educate and to talk about these types of topics that isn't really talked about in the investment space, Pokemon investment space. People just generally talk about get this box or that box. This box is a good investment right now, and there's tons of those videos. You can watch other people's. I'm gonna focus primarily on the financial education. So I hope you learned a thing or two, and happy investing. Thank you for watching Pokemon Accountant.